What's up? Good morning, everybody. Coach Jay Cuts here with EmpowerInc Coaching. I have a message for you. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Did you know there's a system in your brain called the Reticular Activating System, RAS? And the function of this is to take whatever thoughts and words you're having and you're saying and start to make those a reality, start to justify them. For example, have you ever noticed once you decide that you want to go out and buy a red Toyota pickup truck, what do you begin to see out of nowhere on the road all of a sudden? A bunch of red Toyota pickups. Why? Are there more pickups than before? No, it's just that you weren't, your brain wasn't picking those up actively because you weren't thinking about them. See, no matter what thought this is, and here's one of the most important pieces, no matter what thought it is, whether it's a life-giving thought or a life-taking thought, a positive one or a negative one, when you begin to say them especially, but really start to think them, your reticular activating system goes to work. It's like it opens up a new spot in your brain and it goes to work in furnishing it. So with the red Toyota example, you're gonna see more pickup trucks. You're gonna notice ads more. I know the algorithm definitely helps with that, but you're gonna notice those more. Even things like you're out to eat or out to Starbucks and you hear someone talking about a Toyota or a red car, all of a sudden, because your RAS is going to work furnishing those thoughts, you're gonna pick up on those things more. Well, the same can be said about, I am not organized. I am too old to get in shape. Whatever those limiting beliefs those stories that we tell ourselves, both internally and externally, your brain goes to work in justifying those things. Oh, well, I don't get up early because I'm too busy, because you've been telling yourself you're too busy. Oh, I don't stretch because I'm old and that's why I hurt. You believe that you can't get more flexible because you're old. And the reason why this is so powerful is because if you can almost passively furnish negative spaces in your brain, the opposite is true. That also means you can actively furnish positive ones. So for example, I used to really struggle with organization. It's something that I struggled with forever, honestly. As a kid, my room was always dirty. I was the student that would do my homework and then forget it at home, stuff like that. And into my adult life, when I would be faced with opportunities to get more organized, which I wasn't seeing those that way at the time, I would pass it off and literally say out loud, I am not organized, or I suck at organization. And you know what continued to happen? I continued to suck at organization. And it wasn't until I kind of wondered, words are powerful. I wonder what would happen if I changed my speech. So I didn't start manifesting, I'm amazing at organization. I think that's a mistake we can fall into as a quick sidebar, is nothing wrong with manifestation and speaking things into reality, but sometimes you can be met with the other side of your brain, the protective side of going, no, you're not, because you have no evidence yet. And so what I did is I kind of bridged the gap. I didn't say I'm amazing at organization. I did stop saying I suck at organization and I'm not organized, and I started to say I am working on getting more organized. And that may seem really insignificant, but here's what happened, and this was even before I knew about the RAS in the brain. All of a sudden, I started feeling empowered to actually start stacking the papers on my desk, start putting them away. And then all of a sudden, a thought entered my head one day. I should get a planner. See, that thought was available to me this whole time, but because I was telling myself I suck at organization, I was shutting it down. So my question to you today is, what possibilities are you shutting down, whether you're conscious of it or not? That if you just flipped your words around, all of a sudden you would start to see the solution instead of pinpointing the problem. This is powerful stuff. It takes some humility to do, but I promise you, it's always the little stuff. It's always the little stuff that makes the biggest difference, and it starts with our words. Words are powerful. Your subconscious brain believes whatever comes out of your mouth, whether you consciously believe it or not. What we vocalize, we internalize. So it can start with your words. If you don't have the real life evidence yet, instead of saying, I suck at this, or I'm not good at this, start saying, I am working on this, or I'm not that person anymore. Whatever makes sense to you, it really doesn't matter. But it's about opening up your brain to the possibility of the fact that you are able to change. There's nothing special about me or anybody that you follow. They just leaned into these beliefs and never gave up. So I hope this helps today. Share it with someone if it does. Leave a like. I'm trying to grow this channel a little more now. And let's just start stacking evidence. And stacking evidence into you believing you are who you say you are can start with something as simple as your words. See you next time.